compulsively working. Google bars, my name known to be searching. Waiting on the day that people who don't know me besmirch it. Always moving like I'm fearing that a frozen me's lurking. Lonely the perks is, could be greed, chose to be purpose. I wake up distressed, like every day is an exam and I can't make up the test. By the time my girl figure out which makeup is best, I've questioned my existence, tried to meditate it to rest. Yeah. I win some, lose some, my skin done bruised some. They try and break it daily. I hit that snooze button, cause my awake is scary. I fear it every moment, though encounter hatred rarely. Yeah, I know it's under the surface like waves of panic swelling up in my chest that I surfing. Found my home court advantage, still don't know where my turf is. Maybe the answer, stop searching. I know there's a place in time who gon' make some time for me, though. Yeah, gotta wait in line, but I'm in my prime, you see. So, ooh, baby, don't you wait too long. I'm getting my impatience on. Can't keep singing you the same two songs. I deserve it when the happy gon' come for me. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Look. The second verse usually where the truth come clearest. In the middle of labors when the fruits come nearest. Hold on, I don't gotta prove some here. It's a lot of them and only one me. See, keeping your integrity a thankless path. Being a celebrity is dangerous trash. I chose the long game on purpose, so I ain't have to chase just that. It's working out for me, yeah. I win some, lose some, my skin done bruised some. Relief it be escaping, I hit that snooze button. I might just have to fake it. It's a losing game whenever me and presence racing. Yeah, that makes sense, don't it? My heart, my mind acting like they still gotta make rent, won't it stop? When will I know I've got enough to fall into the arms of the happy? You know or not? I know there's a place in time who gon' make some time for me, though. Yeah, gotta wait in line, but I'm in my prime, you see. So, ooh, baby, don't you wait too long. I'm getting my impatience on. Can't keep singing you the same two songs. I deserve it when the happy gon' come for me. Yeah. Shouts to Ian's beard, it looks phenomenal. Just wonderful shape up. Look, hold up, what it do? I've been feeling out of place for like a month or two. I've been in and out of spaces I ain't comfortable. I've been semi-functional, alcoholic living. I've been rising, no despite it. I've been hearing lots of riot in the quiet. I've been feeling like my life is at that point. It's fight or flight, it's pen and mic, it's settled low, keep appetitis. So much more than what it could have been. All these doors, I gotta push them in. I want more, but look around, homie, shit, I got a lot. Would you rather cry in mansion or be singing in the cot? Some nights I be thinking darts, others I be thinking dots. Scrolling, stomach all in sinking knots. But sure, long as I'm never thinking stop. My spirit day to day, but he gon' play tomorrow. Watch, motherfucker. Dog, Wall Street to Audubon, problems, dog, all the smog, everybody wanna look outside for inner peace, all exempt to our critique, so much life to be created, but your attitude on condom, dog, want the fire, then there's hours that we gotta log, we created players, fuck these little style attributes, we bought them all, what happens when we got them all I know is I got a lot to prove, I'm gon' show, I got a lot to lose, this world cold, we got a lot to they tryna be opportunistic while they tryna do quitting on honorable missions. Told them stop being different and they should be indifferent. I said, but if we didn't, if we lived it like we said we would, I think that smile we've been looking for is in the mud. I was swimming in the mud, I was drowning in the liquor, I was stuck, now I'm up, yeah. Now I'm up, ain't no cheating in my blood. Fuck the weakness, can't defeat this type of tough motherfucker, hold up. Chasing rainbows, I live in the rain more than a pot of gold. Like the way you hit the mangoes, but I can't stay around too long. Yo, I gotta go. Ain't nothing out here free throw. We can be better, homie, we know. We've been out here looking for the cheat code. It was in the work all along.
What's going on, people? Happy Valentine's Day. Hopefully you guys are having a good one. Once again, like I'm beat right now. I started my fast on Saturday, and I knew it was gonna do this, but I thought it was gonna be at least better than this. So far so good. Sticking to it. I'm not doing anything crazy like the warrior diet just yet. I'm sticking to like a 6 to 7 hour eating window, which is still, it's decent. Obviously, I'm trying to work myself down to 4 hours, but one of the side effects is because now I'm giving my body access to the stored energy that's readily available all the time. It's so screwed up like the first week or two, because you have like this surge of energy to the point where you can't sleep. So then you can't sleep, so you're tired, but at the same time you have energy. It's a weird state of flux that doesn't feel good, and I kind of feel sick at the moment. It's just one of the growing pains of getting your body used to doing what it's supposed to do. So this is going to be an incredibly short live stream. I'm just going to cover basic price action, answer a couple questions, and then I'm heading out for the day because I just don't feel good right now. But how's everybody doing? Hello, Steven, Carlos, Hillary, Daniel, Bufo. How dare you, Bufo? Call me a backup dancer. I'd be the main dancer. What do you mean? Let's switch over to the live screen. I got my room done, guys. I still got some panels to hang up, but it is looking phenomenal in here. Fantastic. I got the new, you can see it kind of over there. Instead of carpet, I got the, I don't know if it's vinyl or laminate, either or. Got the new couch in, which is fantastic. It looks so nice in here. I just got to get like some diffusal strips for my LEDs, so that way they're not just exposed, and that makes it look a little bit cleaner. And then yeah, that's pretty much it. We're rocking and rolling. But I'll show like some actual pictures of the room before and after in a couple minutes. But BTC long or short, you said maybe silence would be better while we wait. You can sit in silence, man. I respect your choice. Like, I know my music's not for everybody, but I choose to play what I like, and my methodology behind that is a lot of the times the people that would like to listen to me in the first place probably like the same music, or like I like our personalities to match. So, you know, I respect your choice, but I'm gonna play the music, man. Let's see. New casting couch looks tough. Stop. Alright, so let's talk about BTC. I think I switched it back to, I don't know if I'm on the index or not, but index might have gotten updated because we can see a higher high here now. Some of the exchanges might just be lagging, and once that information gets updated, obviously, like I use Bybit to trade, but I want to get a market overview, so that's why I use the index. So we're coming off of this high right here, ABC top, which was actually a pretty gnarly entry. I caught it on People, but I didn't catch it on BTC. It just wasn't worth it, because with us me assuming that we're a little bit more bullish now that we're back above 41,700. I didn't want to bet on a, you know, us coming all the way down to, you know, back down to 38 or anything like that. We still could, most definitely. But like I said, 41,700 was the magical number. So as long as we're above that, I have to remain bullish just based on the macro. That's how it works. So right now, the position that I am sitting in, this is the last one that I gave on the Discord just because this is the major one. But I did take an entry off of the C wave. So we had A, we had B, we had C. And then we formed this little structure right here. Now on Bybit, we did put in a lower low. Let me go ahead and zoom in a little bit for you guys. So on Bybit, we did put in a lower low off of this, and that's where I got my entry. So I'm still sitting in that trade. I've been sitting in this trade pretty much for, you know, the last 2 days, pretty much the entire weekend, just chilling in it. And I have a 1.5% stop loss. Like I said, guys, I am holding this trade just because it's a lower risk trade anyways. So in order to get the full value out of it, I do have to hold it a little bit longer. If I was kind of playing the 0.441 method, I probably would have used a little bit less of a stop loss, give myself some more R&R on the way back up here. I'm planning on holding this until around 50 to 52. I think that's what makes most sense to me. Because at the moment, like I said, for BTC, what it seems like we're doing on the macro, if we are going to get bullish, even if we're going to get bearish, all right, this is where things matter. All right, we can see at the moment we have this ABC to the downside, A, B, C. And what it seems like we're doing right now is we're making a very fast trek to the upside, trying to get back up to 52, maybe even a little bit past it. Maybe we have a little bit of a, you know, a blow off top. In that way, we can kind of get back up into this region right here, this local high and this local low. And what I'm assuming is after we complete this ABC to the upside, we're probably going to have a long-winded, probably similar to this. So let's go ahead and measure this out. Probably something around like a month of price action moving sideways in this range. Now, one or two things is going to happen. If we do start seeing a prolonged period of time in this region, we can kind of assume that the head and shoulders isn't going to work out to the upside. Now, we still have to take our hedge trades and everything like that. But if we do start seeing a much longer period of time coming back down and retesting 41.7, we're probably looking for something like a short-term retest to the upside and then probably a cliff dump, kind of like what we saw pretty much every single time, like right here. Now that's, you know, a month and a half, 2 months away probably. So just something to be aware of in the back of your head. But short term, we are looking for more upside. But if we do happen to break out to the upside, obviously the first target is the all-time high. And then we can work our way through the rest of it. I mean, with us coming down as far as we did with this large of an ABC, if we do happen to see a breakout past the all-time high, I mean, it's pretty decent for some higher numbers. At first, I was only calling for about 80 to 90K. That's what I felt like was reasonable with, you know, the price action that was happening. But with this type of pullback, it gives us so much more momentum if we do happen to have a breakout the next time. So, I mean, 100K, 150K sounds good to me. But we take it one day at a time. I'm not hoping for a new all-time high anytime soon. The more sideways price action we get, the better. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for BTC. Ethereum, like I said, we're really looking for us to get back above 3,386. That's what I'm looking for. So Ethereum probably, I mean, I don't want to, like, you know, put ideas in your head and then make it so that you miss trades. All right. But what we can see right here is there's two different structures that I'm looking at here. We can see the A coming to the downside, B coming to the upside, C coming to the downside. And you can see it's kind of following that same structure right here. So what it looks like is it wants to get us back up to around 4,100 around the same time BTC is hitting 52. That's my theory. And then what you would see is the larger structure here would start being retested. So we have A, B, C, right there. All right, so then once we get up to that 4,100, we should have a retest back down to the downside. And then try to retest the all-time high. That's what I'm thinking for Ethereum. I really don't want to talk about any of the altcoins right now. Like I said, my luck with obviously sushi is one coin to watch out for. Like I said, if we do get back above, $4.35, that is a macro long for me. But in terms of like any of the shit coins, like sushi is a shit coin, but I think it has potential. But like stuff like YGG, People, Rec, those are only coins that I'm probably going to play to the downside. Because I mean, we've had a couple setups. I mean, this was a decent setup. I'll give it that. We had ABC right here, and then coming to the downside, ABC. So that was a decent entry, and so far, so good. It's working out pretty fine. And I don't doubt that some of these coins can pump massively. I mean, the reason why I found these coins and why I'm trading them in the first place is because they were some of the massive gainers on certain days. And where there is gigantic 30% pumps, there can be 50% pullbacks just as easily, which is why we made so much money on the way down here. So once BTC gets back up to 52K, that's probably when you're going to see me start jumping into these shit coins again, trying to short them to the downside. But until then, I just don't think I want to waste my money on it. I've already gotten stopped out too many times, and I just feel like playing it safe and moving forward. I have not got a position on Ethereum yet, but I am waiting on it. I didn't try to play Ethereum on the smaller time frames. I was just kind of focusing on BTC and doing my thing. But I'm waiting for 3006 to hop into my Ethereum trade. And let me make sure I got the structure for that. Now, obviously, I did miss it. All right, I do admit that. There was a very easy setup to hop into right here. Yeah, I mean, you can even see on the smaller time frames right here. Boom, boom, boom. That is playing out quite nicely. But I'm just waiting for us to get back above this local low right here from the first stretch of the downside. A, B, C. And then from there, like I said, 4,100 would be my target moving forward. And then, like I said, I think because price action is moving extremely fast, and I do expect it to continue, once we get up to 4,100 and 52K on BTC, I think people's minds are going to be kind of stuck in that state of expecting it to continue to jump. And then once we hit this wall of sideways price action, a lot of people are going to get chopped up. Now, I could be the wrong one. It could be the complete opposite, and we continue moving to the upside, and we don't see any sideways price action. But for all intents and purposes, this is how the market works. They got to build liquidity somewhere, and it makes sense. You got to have a little bit of visual IQ and a little bit of foresight, and you can see those patterns forming from a mile away. Now, given that fact, a lot of other people see it as well, so we'll see how the market makers try to trip us up. I'm sure they'll throw something in the mix, a little something. But yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. Like I said, I'm beat, man. I'm beat. Like I said, the mix of being tired / a ball of energy sucks. It sucks a lot. It sucks so much. And also, I got to find out. I think I got to order a wall mount for my camera, so that way I can move the monitors back a little bit more, because like my mic arm is like bumping into my monitor. I don't know what to do, because I used to have the mic on the right side, but we switch it to the left. I'm trying to keep the electrical noise from the computer away from the preamp. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into Discord real quick and scroll up, because I got some of the pictures of what we've done to the room so far. So this was the before picture. this is the new couch. I took the cushions off of it because I had to make sure that I could move it quickly when the guys got there. But so that was the before picture, and then this is the after. And I mean, they did a fantastic job. They got it done within like 2 hours, and you know, I didn't expect them to put like the molding on the side. I know that it's probably something that is just standard, but it looks really nice. There's one spot that like seems like it didn't connect properly, but it's insignificant. I'm not gonna worry about it unless it starts warping. But this is the desk setup. I got a little, like, my sister got me this little white dog right here. It kind of matches my monitor. It's a bulldog, but you know, it reminds me of fish, so I put it there. And yeah, I used to have the 2 desks set up, gave me a little bit more space for things, but it just makes more sense to make the room feel a little bit more open. And the laminate flooring, like, since it reflects more light, it makes the room feel, you know, a little bit more airy. I like it. And then couch, I gotta keep blankets all over it because Fish is disgusting. He's a disgusting little dude. Look at his little face. But yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what we're cooking with. And I pitched the idea of because me and Ryan were trying to get, you know, a weekly live stream at least going for me to come on his channel. And he said, like, once we kind of have like a consistent schedule, I pitched the idea to him that we should probably do like a giveaway each time. And I'm thinking right now like $200 a week. You know, just something small. We could either do 2 winners, 4 winners. I don't know. I'll kind of discuss it with him about that, but I feel like that was a great way to give back. And obviously, like I said, once I get to 20K subscribers, I got a big one planned, which probably is going to be over the course of an entire week, because I don't want it to just be like, you know, just a one-day deal. Where can we get a list of your music? I'll try to put like a playlist together, and I'll put the Spotify playlist in the description. Anything that I play, like on the intros and outros, I'll add to it. Starting from here on out. Do I ever mess with futures trading or only margin? I just trade margin. Futures, you run the potential of going into the negatives, which I don't want to be any part of that, because I could sit here all day telling people how to do things properly, and people are still going to be monkey brains. I saw a dude on a Discord the other day. He goes, "Why is my Bybit account showing negatives on futures?" It wasn't on my Discord, thankfully. It was on, you know, the r/crypto Reddit, but Discord. But the fact that people don't know that that can happen on futures scares me. That's why I like margin. All right, yeah, you pay a lot in fees, but the alternative is not good compared to paying fees. Yeah, sure, I got you. So this was my entry. So we tracked this, and I did take this trade right here, but got stopped out. So as we came down here, all right, on Bybit in particular, it's not showing it yet on this chart, but we did put in a lower low off of this right here. So I got my entry off of this ABC setup, which conveniently turned into a little bit of a larger one right here. And had a 1.5% stop loss. I was able to finally automate my entries so I don't have to sit around the computer that often. Did you try something like this also? I haven't done that personally, because I mean, I'm in my house most of the time, and if it is a crucial trade, I usually have everything saved in the phone ready to go if I have to reset up a conditional. But I totally get why you would do that. I mean, sometimes it is just absolutely aggravating, but usually that's only on like shit coins that happens. Yeah, Bitcoin, I'll get stopped out 2, 3, 4 times before it either starts working or it doesn't, and moves away from that point of control. So I just don't feel like it's necessary. Check out the SPY. SPY has got, and what it seems to be on the SPY is we have a 1-2 right here, 1-2, and we're looking for pop to the upside here. Now I'm not saying that it's going to hit the 1.618, but that is the target. And then we can probably, around that time, hopefully, BTC is sitting around 52. And this starts moving like this as well. And then forms an even larger structure. Or, what could be happening is we put in a higher high off of this right here. And we start a bear market. Because that would be a very significant ABC top at that point, that we can start looking at some lower numbers, most definitely. Any confirmation for ABC strategy? If this, then that. If you see an ABC and price is coming back above or back below, depending on if you're trying to long or short, if it comes back above your A or back below your A, if this, then that. If it's above or below the A, then that ABC is confirmed. Other than that, there is absolutely no way in the world to know whether or not it's going to work out. It's a chance you have to take. That's what trading is. It's not a crystal ball where we know that price action is going to do this or that. We find a repeating pattern that has a higher than most chance to work out, and we play it. That's all it is. When you explain the stop losses on ABC in your video, you said 0.5%, but now you said 1.5%. It's all dependent on what you want, all right? If you're willing to sacrifice the potential to get stopped out a couple times for a higher R&R, that's totally up to you. If you want a more relaxed experience, or you're not trying to get the absolute most out of the price action for profit, but you want decent profit, go with a 1.5. If you want, like the granddad approach, go with a 5%. That's the beauty about this. I don't set this strategy up so people copy exactly how I do it. It's a baseline, and you can change it around. You can play larger ABCs or smaller ABCs. You can use higher stop losses or lower stop losses. It's all dependent on what do you want out of the market and how fast do you want it. Are you willing to sacrifice some of the pros that come with larger time frames and higher stop losses for the risk but reward that comes from the dangerous depths of lower time frames and smaller stop losses? That's all it is. For BTC, I want a little bit more of a relaxed approach, whereas with Ethereum, I'm using 1%, because I think Ethereum is a very good asset to make some money on. And then for these altcoins, I use 0.5% because they move so fast and the profit is already great. So now obviously with the altcoins, I don't mean to interpret this as I'm using the same exact risk as I'm using on BTC. On BTC, I'm using 2% risk. On People, for example, with the last short, I was using 1% risk. But because the stop loss was much smaller, the R&R was insanely greater, so therefore I made pretty much the same exact as if it was a large time frame Bitcoin trade, but only took a couple days. That's all. I don't feel the need like when I change something, that means that you need to change something. You just evaluate your account and what you want out of it. That's why I said before with these challenge portfolios, most of the time I'm willing to be a crackhead and risk a little bit more than what most people should in order to see what the profit potential is of my strategy. But if you don't have a lot of money to work with that you can't replenish your account multiple times with, then you shouldn't be using 2% risk with a 0.5% stop loss, my guy. I know the profit sounds good, but gotta think a little bit longer term. Is it really worth having to screw your account and wait months in order to get back to the same point? But if you guys got any more questions before I head off, I'm probably only gonna be on for like another 10 minutes. Like I said, hopefully I get good sleep tonight, because last night I only got 3 hours of sleep, and then I woke up, and just sweating and with too much energy. But I'm excited to get this going again. I've been talking about it for too long, putting it off way too long, and just with the way that I feel, I am gonna probably put together like a video compilation of tracking my progress, and then once everything is said and done, hopefully I can publish that video for motivation for anybody else, because I don't like living in this body right now. So we're gonna change it. It's painful at the moment, and it does suck, but it's gotta happen. Okay, would you mind checking a coin called FTC? Well, since you said please, I'll do it. There's really not much to talk about, my dude. Well, I guess on the higher time frames, I can say something. All right. Now, with a coin like this, given its history, I would be extremely careful. But as far as right now, you can see a very distinct A, B, C. And within the C wave right here, you can see A, B, C. So this isn't something that if you are margin trading it, I would not recommend. But picking some up on spot, probably around like 1 cent, looks good for an entry. Not financial advice, I'm just talking from a perspective if I was playing this coin. But make sure you have a reason to get out. Right, because typically with coins like this, people they don't let themselves get stopped out. But just be careful. Set up a decent stop loss. You know, with this coin, a decent stop loss has to be like 20%. But you're not playing margin trading, so that shouldn't matter to you. Can the divergences be combined with ABC? Absolutely. But one of the things is divergences form off of the A to the C pretty much every single time. So at some point I just stopped looking at them because every single time there was a divergence. So not every single divergence works out. You know, I like to kind of put it in momentum theory. You know, it's obviously not the same. It's not an actual ball, but the theory is that when you have the downforce of a bearish divergence, and that bearish divergence can't play out because price action won't let it, or you know, someone's flashing a buy wall. That downwards momentum is not just kaput. It's not lost. That downwards momentum has to go somewhere, so it goes up. So that's where you'll see like failed divergences. You know, that's why I like to think in my head. And obviously, like, there's some truth to it, but at the same time, it's more of a mechanism for me to make sense of the market and not blame a mythical market maker for taking my money. It's just, it happened. It's the flow of the river. There's nothing you can do about it, so go with it. Make better use of the future. That's all it is. Have you noticed whether changing to 3% stop has affected the win rate? So what you're going to see, like if you do increase your stop loss, you are going to get a higher win ratio. But at the same time, you have to make sure that the R&R of the winning trades on average can suffice the win ratio. All right, because if you have a 1 to 2 R&R, you need to win 50% of your trades or more. You need to win 50% of your trades to break even. All right, so then, you know, everything past that would be profit. So if you're typically walking away with 6 R&Rs, what would that be in percentage? 12%? No, it's not 12%. Shoot. I'm sorry, I'm tired. I can't do mental math in my head. But you get the point. You need to make sure that your win percentage in your R&R is past the break-even point by a couple percentage. A lot of people, when they start learning about those kind of statistics, they'll try to find a strategy that is like 20% past its break-even point. You don't need that to be successful. You really don't. I think with the month and a half to 2 months that I tracked before, a couple months ago. Well, actually, all the way back in August to September, I had a 22 win percentage, and my typical R&R was, I think, a 9. So I only needed to win like maybe 11 to 12%. So, you know, I was maybe, depending on the day, I was probably like 7 to 10% in the profit region, past the break even. And even with that, I was able to do incredible with that portfolio. I forgot what the exact digits were, but I know towards the end we added something like $25,000 to the account with like the final run to the upside. Pretty magical. Pretty magical. Alright guys, 3 minutes and I'm heading off. So let's go ahead and say our goodbyes. And while I pick out what songs we're going to play on this outro. I'm just going to play something from... Yeah, I'm just going to play these 2 songs. I'll go ahead and make that playlist for you, whoever asked for that. Add to new playlist. Uh-oh. I lost Spotify for a second. Alright, so... Add to playlist. Add to playlist. Rename playlist. Songs I've played on stream. I probably won't do it today, but I'll put it in the description for the next live stream. And if I don't, remind me. You're here from Ryan's channel? Thank you, man. I appreciate it. I look forward to being back on this week. In your opinion, date and price range has a meaning or rarely? Yes. Yes and no. But it's just statistics. I get this statistic from Trader Tom. He found that the market cycles typically range from like 192 days to 500 days, depending on kind of what direction the market really wanted to move. And he found that a larger percentage of the time, that's how it worked. So that's the thing. With trading, it doesn't mean that it is always going to be like that. So that's where I say yes and no. In price ranges, yes and no. It's just simple support and resistance. It's the market working between the two. And does it have to? No. Someone can come in and push it above a sell wall. Just how markets work. But for the most part, we should see that. Alright guys, I'll leave you to it. I know you guys probably have, stuff to get to tonight. Hopefully you guys have a fun time. Be safe. All that good stuff. I know you guys are probably a lot older than me, so you don't need my advice on that category. But just have a good life. Make it worthwhile. You only get one Valentine's Day in 2022. And then it's gone. Make it a fun one. If you're by yourself, treat yourself well. Watch a Netflix movie. Turn off the goddamn charts. Take some time. Just don't stress. So, I'll leave you with that. Appreciate you guys very much. Switch over to the do the thing part. You can probably see in my face I'm very, very tired. That's why the camera was kind of zoomed out today. So, bye.
It's 106 miles to Chicago. We got a full tank of gas, half a pack of cigarettes. It's dark, and we're wearing sunglasses. Hit it.
And they wanna know why I go so hard with no hoes barred. My life is a movie, you just co-star, so know your part. My head is giving me energy, I'm oh so charged. I'm about to flood the industry like Noah's Ark. Cause critics these days they never know what's art. Coming from the bottom when they told us starve. They told us starve. We're never gonna feed you, you'll never be equal. Your life don't matter when the world don't need you. If you ain't getting paid, then your girl gon' leave you. Can't trust friends, that shit could be lethal. Damn, I done gave up on people, man. Just wanna retreat to where it's peaceful, I'm saying. Trying to find shelter in this evil land. You can never understand. Took so many losses, I'm numb to them. Fuck a roadblock, I'ma run through them. Feeling like a nigga gone crazy. Bolts in my head, wonder who unscrewed them. Somebody tell Lucifer to ease off him. I'm exhausted, battling sick thoughts. I need a clean conscience. Dear God, show me the light, cause I seen darkness. And I'm still haunted. But I gotta make a way up out there, shuck some way, somehow. Take my chances, play my hand and pray my fans is loyal to the end. Going for the win, but you going for the win. If you in the fear, leave him going with the wind. Started from the bottom, I was born to a sin. Cause life without struggle would be boring to him. So it's really nothing, I'm a warrior man. Feeling unstoppable, ready to rock and roll. You know I'm locked and loaded. Mama said it's cool to have fear, just not to show it. So I said, so I'll do it all, 10 toes down and shit. Going for the crown and shit. These niggas feeling they self, turn that shit down a bit. Known for my city, it's a dirty game, it ain't pretty. Tryna find a way to make millies without selling my soul, I feel boxed in, I'm in fight mode. This ain't lightning, I'm in strike mode. I can't lie no, I'm on a verge of going psycho. Telling myself I'm alright though. Through the lies and the pain, through the hurt and the cries and the shame. Putting work to survive in this game, taking loss after loss. Time after time and again, and it's all just for y'all entertainment, yeah. What happened to the dogs that I came with, yeah? Nobody told me the cost of this fame shit, yeah. When you headed to the top, it's a lonely road. And they all wanna know why I go so hard with no hoes barred. My life is a movie, you just co-star, so know your part. My head is giving me energy, I'm oh so charged. I'm about to flood the industry like Noah's Ark. Cause critics these days they never know what's art. Coming from the bottom where they told us starve. They told us starve. Now they wanna know why I go so hard. Go so hard. Now they wanna know why I go so hard. With no hoes barred. Now they wanna know why I go so hard. Go so hard. Now they wanna know why I go so hard. With no hoes barred. Cause I gotta make a way up out there, struggle some way, somehow.
I know I'm close, gotta keep on moving. Down and out, somehow saw the light. Even though I was losing, was down on myself, down on my talent. Love of the music, couldn't find balance. Said we at home, started to doubt it. She wanted to leave, I'm the one that allowed it. Don't take it personal now, if I'm on the fence. It's not about you, I had to switch up the list. People holding you down, cut them out of your plans. I know it's not easy, what's easy won't help you advance. It's concerned with trying to be the greatest. Rather you take my songs, put them on your playlist, get chills in your playlist. Growing up, yeah, a lot of people hate it. Same people tell me now I'ma make it. I stuck to my dreams, never changing. And then now one year, my mind stay vacant. Upon these times, I know life turned this heart to stone. That's when I found out that I'm better off alone. Bought a one-way ticket on a westbound train. No more shots, yet another pain. I know I'm nameless, on my way to be famous. I know one day I'll make it. Just keep walking the line.
Walking someone else's path, trust me, that's truly just no way to live. Everyone's special when you got a talent to offer the world, got something to give. People are dangerous, projecting their failures, don't let them manipulate you up with fear. They try to tell me everything I'm not, I just look back like it is what it is. Protecting my vision, I've been on a mission, I did what I needed to do to survive. Dying of thirst, I used to feel hopeless, the music was there to just keep me alive. They always gon' laugh at the dream, think they can crash everything when they seeing the drive. They see you thrive, it's hurting they pride. Sure they know how, but do they know why? It was the walks, it was the runs, it was the falls, it was the climbs, it was the blood, it was the sweat, plus all the tears and risking my life. I like the confidence now that I conquered it, wonder what else the dream could provide. Giving and giving, just not giving up on none of my dreams. Okay.
Upon these trials I know life turned this heart to stone. That's when I found out that I'm better off alone. I bought a one-way ticket on a westbound train. No more shots, yet I know the pain. I know I'm nameless, on my way to be famous. I know one day I'll make it. Just keep walking the line. I've been wasting time, been wasting time. Lately I've been searching for a reason why. A reason to live my life. My life. Upon these trials I know life turned this up to stone. That's when I found out that I'm better on my own. I bought a one-way ticket on a westbound train. No more shops, yet another pain. I know I'm nameless, on my way to be famous. I know one day I'll make it. Just keep walking the line. I know I'm close, gotta keep on moving. Down and out, somehow saw the light. Even though I was losing, was down on myself, down on my talent. Love with the music, couldn't find balance. Said we at home, started to doubt it. She wanted to leave, I'm the one that allowed it. Don't take it personal now. If I'm on the fence, it's not about you. I had to switch up the list. People holding you down, cut them out of your plans. I know it's not easy, what's easy won't help you advance. It's concerned with trying to be the greatest. Rather you take my songs, put them on your playlist, get chills in your playlist. Growing up, yeah, a lot of people hate it. Same people tell me now I'ma make it. I stuck to my dreams, never changing. And then now 1 year, your mind stay vacant. Upon these trials, I know life turned this heart to stone. That's when I found out that I'm better off alone. Train. No more shots, yet another pain. I know I'm nameless, on my way to be famous. I know one day I'll make it. Just keep walking the line.
Walking someone else's path, trust me, that's truly just no way to live. Everyone's special when you got a talent to offer the world, got something to give. People are dangerous, projecting their failures, don't let them manipulate you up with fear. They try to tell me everything I'm not, I just look back like it is what it is. Protecting my vision, I've been on a mission, I did what I needed to do to survive. Dying of thirst, I used to feel hopeless, the music was there to just keep me alive. They always gon' laugh at the dream, think they can crash everything when they seeing the drive. They see you thrive, it's hurting they pride. Sure they know how, but do they know why? It was the walks, it was the runs, it was the falls, it was the climbs, it was the blood, it was the sweat, plus all the tears and risking my life. I like the confidence now that I conquered it, wonder what else the dream could provide. Giving and giving, just not giving up on none of my dreams. Okay.
Upon these trials, I know life turned this heart to stone. That's when I found out that I'm better off alone. I bought a one-way ticket on a westbound train. No more shots, yet another pain. I know I'm nameless, on my way to be famous. I know one day I'll make it. Just keep walking the line. I've been wasting time, been wasting time. Lately I've been searching for a reason why, a reason to live my life, my life. Upon these trails I know life turned this up stone. That's when I found out they're better on my own. I bought a one-way ticket on a westbound train. No more shops yet, enough to pay. I know I'm nameless, on my way to be famous. I know one day I'll make